Awake. Are any of us? The world has seized its greatest triumph and has left its fecal waste upon the waste of so-called modern civilization. Are we blind? For some reason I cannot help but think that we are all like lab rats in a maze, left to wander and try and break free from the grip of depression, self-isolation, only to fail and fail again. Is it our fault that we fail, or is it because someone keeps changing the maze? I sometimes wonder if it is me who is broken, or if it is the world. It feels as if my life has sailed into the deepest void, the longest trek of broken hopes and dreams. For years I sat in the waiting room of a shrink's office to try and seek help because of the man that I had become. Each session became a bit more routine, an unrealistic expectation of trying to be cured and freed from the sullen void I've fallen into. My shrink says my misery is caused by my constant need to drink my life away. I ask him, why would I give up the one thing that numbs the pain and relieves the darker things in my life? It does not matter anyway. My shrink is a hypocrite. He's a weeknight binge drinker too. Clarity is seen through the bottle. It washes away the dreams that once were and replaced with a sense of normalcy. It has become the one thing in my life that has kept my demons at bay. Besides, Mr. Crawford is the only man in this world that cares for me, or at least that is what I tell myself. He is the one that sells me the elixir of truth, the only thing that helps me see the world for what it is. A gigantic sewer, a big fucking mess. We all live in a valley of toxicity and we thrive off negative vibes. Mankind has become passive in all sense of the word. We feel as if our voice deserves to be heard more so than the rest, and because of it, no one really listens. No one has a clue what is really going on. I walk through life as a ghost, an observer of all. I choose to take myself out of situations. Instead, I abide by simple necessities. Food, a mixer for my liquor, and the known fact that people are shit. When I walk on by, people do not even turn their head. They look through me. So what is the point of interaction? When I try, I get no response anyway. I sometimes wonder how we even grown as a society. How the hell have we come so far and have nothing to show for it? Maybe other people feel differently. Maybe it's just me. I'm afraid not. Like I said, people are shit. I've learned that generally people could give two shits about a guy like me. There is not one person out there that will take the time to ask if all is well, to see if there is something they can do to make life better. I cannot say that I completely blame them. I only make the comment because I've seen it happen versus embracing the beauty that is ignorance. Whomever said ignorance is bliss was not kidding. If I can only forget what I know about the world, maybe I too would be happy. But how could one be happy when carnage and dense macabre is all around us? History repeats itself. It's a proven statement. The world is constantly at war. Bullets being fired like sperm impregnating the pure evil of a good spirit. Maybe the world's greatest war leaders had it right. Perhaps they were simply trying to wipe the human civilization out to put things at peace. Is that the true peace? Maybe it's one big fucking game of chess and all of us are pawns in a game for the false gods who play like a child who has no respect for the craftsmanship that went into the pieces that are deliberately being chewed on. If that is true, they may as well be flushing us down the toilet when they are done instead of leaving behind the broken pieces. I've given up on any hope of a real relationship. Life is better alone. There's nothing like hearing the bitter cry of your girlfriend of 10 years to be fucking some prick that she probably picked up in an outlet store. Probably some 18-year-old jock that had a rock-hard dick and brains that are smaller than the testicles of a newborn baby. Fuck it. Life is better alone. At least I can call the shots. I question if I'm really living. I question it every day. I find myself staring into the distance, pondering what it is that can make the pain fade away. Suicide is a coward's move, and I cannot bring myself to do it. Although I've never tried, I wonder if it would even work. Perhaps it's better this way. Who the fuck knows, really? Countless nights I drive around looking into the heart of the median. It's a solid line. On one side there is happiness, and on the other side there's the desolate waste of mankind. In the middle there's a void that is me, Greg D. Burton, the guy who has given up, the guy who has had enough of this world and is not sure how he's going to fare. I'm not afraid to lose because I have lost it all. Each morning I float into my room, falling into my bed, only to rest up for another night of drinking. It is the only thing that has not let me down. At least the liquor acts like the shade of a willow tree, masking the light and transforming it into a different color. In my case, it paints my memories black, allowing me to forget the night as if it never were. How can something be broken if you never remember what it was in the first place? I wake up every day somehow magically teleported into the bathroom where I had purged my night away and made room for another day. I have a moment each morning where I take a long, cold stare at myself in the mirror and I ask myself, is this any way to live? Am I alive? Every month I am required to eat dinner with my family, required like a 5-year-old is required to eat at the table every night instead of watching television, as if family dinner actually contributes to family bonding. Not in my case. It's sad, really. The dinner only brings pain to my mother, brother, and his fiancé. They cannot stand the sight of me. They all deserve it. I swear that when my dad left that my mother blamed it on me, giving brother Andrew everything. We say nothing, nor does anyone look at me. I play with my food, hoping that the time flies and I can go back to my elixir. It's one big uncomfortable silence. For them, anyway. After dinner, I sneak out back to smoke a cig and to catch up on the drinking I missed out on that night. I always come to the same conclusion. Why go back in? Instead, I walk through the woods. It is the only time I am happy. I find peace out there. The silent woods are my life, a giant black void, only being able to see 5 feet in front of me and not knowing what lies ahead. Waiting for this. There was no light, no afterlife, but only an infinite blackness. It sounds obtuse of me to say that I found happiness in the situation, but perhaps it was the light I was running from all along. In the end, it took 2 unknown creatures, aliens, or so I figure, to bring me peace, to put my mind at rest. Now I can stop thinking. Now I can carry on, as they say. Awake. Are any of us?